Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Wildermyth, where sadly, Galadglin is maimed and must finish healing before taking any actions. And for some reason, he is going to trek all the way across the entirety of the world map to do that. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. If I was injured, I would simply not walk across the face of the planet. But fine, I guess that's how that's going. It's a real shame because we're 16 days from another incursion, so stuff is about to kick off, and he's just going walkabout. I guess we follow him? Yeah, sure. Go rebuild Wildermyth. Alright, obviously we cancel all the Thrixel stuff. I don't know that it matters very much that we cancel anything else. Yeah. And then here comes the incursion. As soon as the UI, there we go. Alright, so it's traveling the same path. Boy, they sure don't like Clover Roast very much. Y'all, maybe go prepare defenses at this location instead. You can come back and do the other thing in a moment. We got a couple of flags up, or a couple of what do you call it? A couple of defenses up, a couple of shields rather. Okay, Galadglin is still healing. Wildermyth is getting rebuilt. Just go ahead and throw him on that. He'll make that real fast. And I guess y'all aren't actually doing the thing anymore, so you may as well just come down here and... Yep, we're getting teleported all over the place. Alright, after a great deal of toil, Wildermyth is mostly standing again. Good. Perhaps we should, go do the thing now. Okay, this is it. This is the actual final fight. Well, I don't see as there's any reason to do anything else. Alright, and then we should probably come up here and rebuild the level 3 defenses. Boy, again? Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't cancel any of this. None of this seems relevant. I've never seen a Divan before. There's still a lot of units in the Draven faction that we really have no experience with. Man, it's a lot of cards. Two towns remaining. Well, Calmpire will remain standing, because we are absolutely going to finish this thing. Alright, I'll let them know. And over the fields, I love that... I love that we come in to the scene in the middle of one of the Mothman's severely long stories. And over the fields, as these contests played out, pennants would snap and ripple. Blue, gold, silver, and green. It is still my favorite dream, and some of the only memories I have of my parents. How joyful their faces looked to see their joyful boy. So it's not just him yammering for an incomprehensibly long amount of time, but specifically, he's describing a dream. It's the most in-character shit we've ever seen. Hey folks, Galadglin and me, we've got the approach and everything. Defenses, possible angles. Well, we're finished mostly with the equipment. And the dawn shall pounce upon us, its unsubtle glare to burn fallen blood, like ink into these random rocks. In such script shall our history be spelled. Possible to delay. No, dear birds, that she has not already wrought her absolute will, perhaps we can claim the credit. Better we do not risk losing her attention. Better we finish now what we know we must. You know, because there's an element of time pressure on the whole thing. But I hope you will excuse me a moment. These wings like to feel the clear old moonlight, breathe the mountain night. I mean, he should just stay inside, right? Like, that's the whole plan, is he should be inside. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, we get resources, and then there's one final build-up phase. So does anybody not have the maximum form of the armor that they're wearing? So I think that was the thing that we were a little short on last time. Nope, actually we capped out. So I should definitely replace your spear with a water spear. I think there's some chance that that'll actually get used. It's not, like, likely. The Sure Stroke of Pepperhorn. Yep, that's a great name for a water spear. Can't imagine a better one. So you're using a stone bow, which is probably the right thing. Gladglin's thing is maxed out. We know Cherry's as set as Sherry's getting. Cherry's gear is actually, like, amazingly good. That shield was a very good find indeed. Well, we should bump her up to some kind of... Honestly, like, if we can't have a water bow, a stone bow probably makes the most sense. Just pin enemies in place and let them die of poison. Duskseeker's not bad. Ice Thorn is just the wrong element entirely. Krallar kind of sounds like a mountainous kingdom. This bow could be its grim song. I'm cool with that. And then, yeah, everybody's... I think we're all at maximum here. So I guess let's just go ahead and go. Final preparations are made. By the pre-dawn hour, the Mothman has holed himself inside the tower. Oh good, he didn't leave. Thread by thread, he dismantles the wards that have let them escape notice, across flights, fights, and campsites. Ecthis will catch any small glimmer of his presence, he thinks. Too obvious, and they might alert her that something's amiss. Thrixel are close, aren't they? They're here. And as always, her face is inappropriate to the situation. She's, like, very pleased about this all. Already? I don't see a single... they're patient, taking stock. We look half prepared to fight, which the Mothman said is a good enough ruse. Is that a ruse? Gladglin, the battle's only meant to draw her in. Winning really just means surviving, for now. I am aware what we're... It's hard not to feel like snakes smug in our own coils, waiting to bite at the wheels of a thundering wagon. Well, I would just don't do that. I would recommend do not do that. Her heralds will come before her, but if these companions can protect the Mothman long enough, the Queen herself may be called to the field. So, survive for 5 turns, the Mothman must survive. Paradrathixes, nothing else hugely concerning. I mean, unresting ones are always annoying. So, the Mothman is inside, right? I mean, it's pretty defensible. It looks like we will maybe have direct control over him. But, like, we want to fall back indoors, right? I don't want to stay out here. Let's go ahead and... Oh, weird. There was a patch. I saw that there was a patch. I guess for some reason they changed the swift action icon. I don't know why. I don't feel like this one's clearer. I mean, we'll grab these things for splinter salvo purposes, and then we'll just run inside. Yeah, you... Can you Quelling Moss that dragon from here? You totally can! And then run inside. Aw. That would have been a really good start. So we'll have Linvier, obviously holding her bow. Just lay out an ambush as far forward as it will let me. And Gladglin. I guess I'm going to attack this side. And Guardian's not going to do anything, but... This could be a little ugly. Aha! And I believe we have stopped him directly in Splinter Salvo. Oh, but I have lost control of the... Man. This game. Come on! Like, at least half of Splinter Salvo. The whole thing of Splinter Salvo is that you're hitting them from 2 directions at once. At least half of it should be unblockable. Alright, well, we can at the very least hit a guaranteed axe strike here, which should lock up a pretty easy kill for somebody. Can you... Ugh, you can't kill them both with Chain Lightning. That's a bummer. Okay, and also you can't stun them. So you may as well, like, run back here. Yanfyr can't throw a Quelling Moss in a way... Well, okay, no, I can. So I can get this guy for lethal. And then still take a real shot. Not at you, but... It's weird that that was not... That should have been a flanking strike. He was hit from the top and the bottom before. Like, if Galaglin's attack was guaranteed, then hers certainly should have been. Can I Quelling Moss in a way that hits the dragon without... No, I cannot. Well... Boy, I'd really hate to Windwalk, but having to, like, spend Windwalk in this way. But preventing this thing from getting Poison Breath off is probably worthwhile. Yeah, I don't like it, but... We probably want everybody to just fall back inside, but we had to control the Drathix quickly. It's walking too close to the Mothman. They're not very dangerous enemies, but there sure are a lot of them, huh? Boy, there sure are a lot of them, huh? Ah, very annoying. Very annoying. Okay. So he really can't do very much. Do we need to pop the heroisms at this point? God, the armor reduction sucks so much. Jeez. I don't think this is gonna work. I don't think I'm gonna be able to reach. I could probably hit the Scorier with it, but I don't know that I want to. But maybe I just take it and I Vigor Flow off of it. Just walk up and crack him across the head. I do have range to the Dweaver. I could decide that the move is just blow up that Dweaver. And I could rock shield somebody first. Yeah, I mean, we gotta start killing that Dweaver at some point. You know, Galadglin, something tells me you're gonna need some more HP this turn. Alright, let's have Galadglin maybe step out of the way a little bit here so that we can Quelling Moss in a useful fashion. So, like, this is a pretty good spot for Quelling Moss. So if I have Galadglin... God, there's 10,000 enemies out here. What we can do is... Does he have leap this turn? He does not. Shoot. If we could have had him leap out, throw our Quelling Mosses, and then have him just move back inside, that would be ideal, really. As things stand, I guess he just has to get... he can't really get inside, though. If I backslam you to here, then I can at least move. Yeah. Okay, that's a pretty good pin. You don't have that much health, so like maybe the move here is sting and then just stab you with my new spear. It's pretty good. You can probably kill this guy for free. And then we can throw an awful lot of poison out this door. Is it worth giving up hitting the Scorier in order to hit the Unresting one? The Unresting ones are a bummer, but they're also actually not that hard to kill. Let's focus out here. Okay, so all the little ones are double poisoned. Let's get a lot of poison up. Okay, 12 and 9 on the bigger enemies. Does the Scorier have 9 health left? I think it does. I cannot wait until we are done with these damn things. Okay, well now it's definitely going to die to the poison. I wasn't sure if it was below half or not, but... Okay. Dweaver, Seeker, Nightmare. I mean, this can't be the final battle, right? I know they said this is the final battle, but like, this is nothing. Kind of want to move up, as weird as that is for Sonetta, to try to Thunderstomp a larger number of enemies. I mean, it usually will not hit anything. No, I'm just gonna throw Quelling Moss out the door and then Chain Lightning the Unresting one behind. Damn it, 80%, huh? There's no way for me to weave the tail between my two friends and hit that guy. I guess it doesn't matter. It would not even be valuable if I could. Remove the Mindworm, Shield Shear, and then Normal Strike to allow for that to actually do some real damage. And then the question is, how do we plan to deal with you? I don't really need to throw that much poison out the door. The Seekers are still healthy. The Dweaver's non-lethally poisoned either. Well, I mean, we're going to throw one poison. We know that. And then the question is, do I have to turn around and shoot this guy with both of the archers? And just leave the Scorier up? I mean, Cherry can potentially kill the Scorier. Yeah. Okay, that's a pretty good stunt, actually. And then Cherry just, like, interfuses a couple of objects and then whacks this dude in the face. Let's interfuse some rocks real quick, because I suspect I'm about to take some melee damage. And then can I... I'm guaranteed. Okay, and maybe it'll bounce outside. Oh, beautiful. It hit the most annoying enemy, and I get another action. Sadly, I'm definitely not going to be able to hit the unresting one with my action. So I might just interfuse another thing. Is there something out here I can grab? I guess, yeah, that's okay. All right, well, we're maintaining control of the door. That Seeker is almost dead to poison at the beginning of its next turn. So we'll only have to hit it once here. We'll have to give the unresting one some real damage, but the Seekers and the unresting ones at least are not very hardy. That's more of a problem. That Drathix showing up is more of a problem. Ah, bummer. Okay. And another Drathix somewhere out in the dark. So yeah, like I'm saying, I assume something's going to happen. When we survive our 5 turns is when the real fight will start, which is why I'm trying to be a little cautious about using anything that has a cooldown or... Wait, are you lethally poisoned already? No, you're at 6 with 7. Okay. Kind of just want to throw this poison twice. Because screw Drathixes. Alright, so the Seeker's dead, and the Drathix is taking 6. That's a pretty okay turn. You're going to have to deal with that thing. I can't quite sting it, so... I guess I just shoot it. You know what? If I ambush... Oh, no, it's just going to go over the scenery, right? Okay, good news. And then it does have to be Galadglin who removes the stasis, which is awkward. That's not ideal. So I can leap to here. I can chop the Drathix real good. It's a pretty aggressive play from our pal Galadglin. So if I wild grasp this thing, it will only take a single point of damage. I can interfuse with this. That's actually pretty good. It only has... The Drathix only has 4 warding, so the 9... Ooh, I wish I had a good sense. Is this gonna... It has 4 points of shred? I think this will reach. And then we should also interfuse, like, something else around here. I don't know. I will grab this, I think. Okay, and that'll give Galadglin a pretty serious hit, and then we just fingers crossed, everybody. Oh, right. No, it had 9 points of poison on it. Never mind, fingers crossed. I'm actually doing the numbers. All right, could be a lot worse. Okay, that's pretty cool. I do love our man getting untouchable. I love it when they get horribly poisoned and they just run through the damage zone. Like, all of them leaving themselves at a level of health where I don't have to do anything at all for them to die, as though it is a real plan. Okay, so that was 5 turns. Now what happens? A beat of breath, a moment's lull, a weird shudder racks her bones, and then Cherry knows. Iluna's come home. Let's welcome her. Ecthis, Queen of Light, has appeared. And also 2 nightmares. In her sun-rivaling splendor, a soul feels heat. The Queen's feet land soft as light, spider-like limbs restlessly dancing to clear her path. Damage Ecthis to force her into the tower. Why would I have to damage her to do that? That's not consistent with the rules of the scenario as it has been described to us. I need to know how much poison you have on you. I can't tell if that's a lethal amount if I can't get the tooltip. Alright, well, I guess we're throwing more poison at it because the game refuses to tell me. I could just chain lightning it instead. I don't really have another great play here. So she's supposed to be drawn forward. The way this is supposed to work is she's just supposed to want to come in. Here, I can sting him. Okay, now he's definitely poisoned enough. I'm sure he had at least 6. And yeah. Alright, it's possible that I have too many abilities. Gosh, I wish I had more AoE damage. So how far away is she? She's super far away. Well, I mean, we can start moving Galadglin toward her, I guess. You can't backslam anyone for an amount that matters at all. Cherry can wild grasp this thing if I swap to my wand for just not very much, sadly. Well, I think that's got to be the play, though. Try to stack as much damage onto it as I can, and then, yeah, run up and shield shear and strike it. The thing is, if I go for this, I mean, I have to advance. It seems like they're making it so I have to advance. So am I going to get anywhere near a kill? No. Then I just hit this thing instead. To become untouchable, because otherwise this is going to get real ugly. And then she can move up and also throw some quelling moss. Okay. Apparently undo that. She can move up and also throw some quelling moss. There we go, that's better. Oh, he was only 3 points poisoned. Huh. Also, it seems like the Mothman is maybe, is letting his zones lapse. Interesting. All right. Well, it might be time for the Nova. Because it's starting to get a little dense with enemies out here. And everything is interfused with stuff already. All right. Well, how do I want to manage this? I mean, I may as well Thunderstomp. It probably won't work on anything, but... Okay, we got 1 Thrusk. It's worth a shot. Do I just shoot this guy 4 times and let the bounces bounce how they may? I kind of think so. And if we're lucky, we'll get a kill out of it. Yeah, that'll show you. Apparently no big deal for lightning to just bounce clean through a wall. And then you, I guess? That's some pretty decent damage output. Okay, she's gone invisible, so we can't actually tell if she's advancing, which is a real shame. Okay. So you currently have no poison. You are stunned. You are poisoned enough to die. I mean, you absolutely have to remove the Mind Worm. Your health is too low not to. I think we throw... Because the move here for Cherry may be to step outside a little bit. I can get a Splinter Blast off of that and really do some damage. So we're going to have to move up and support Galadglin at least a little bit. Okay. Do love to see a stunt. I'm just going to interfuse a pile of rocks. We'll just get some more calcify on her. So, obviously, like a Quelling Moss over here would be cool. Not going to be able to do that. Linveer has a ton of actions. I guess let's just start with trying to clean up this guy, because he's close enough to actually do an attack. And then it's not too hard to kill the Kinestend from here. I'm going to take this shot with her. Okay. Apparently we don't need to get much fancier than that. So Galadglin just kind of has to run forward and reveal the queen. Oh, there's a muse out here who's coming. I missed. That's not great. All right, so we're on our own in the backfield for the moment. Let's clean you up and also... Oh, right. Shoot, shoot, move, shoot. Well, you're stunned. Do I just back up? Like, sending Galadglin in solo here is gonna be absolutely... We're gonna have to bring ranged units forward. I think I do just fall back, actually. It's not awesome, but given the density of the enemies there, there's no way we can advance. Solo, I mean. Especially with one of them being a muse. Like... It's weird that he got mind-wormed by that, but not by the Dweaver. So, okay, I can run all the way up here, and I can take a piece out of that muse in a pretty serious way. Yeah. Right, because it would be 2 attacks to kill them with chain lightning as well. Maybe she just stands still. Throws this twice. I gotta be a little careful about advancing with her, right? She's a little fragile. Okay, so she killed 2 enemies. Cherry moves up and grabs like ruined wall and just like flings a rock, I think. And fingers crossed. Yes. And then, I mean, there's no reason not to just do it again, I suppose. All right, so from there, I think Gladglin should be able to handle this thing. He sadly just has to keep his mind worms. She's tall and resplendent, the light pouring from her. An eminence too deep for a single gaze to fully sound. Color too luminous for an earthly spectrum to express. Even her voice seems to glow, chromatic and pulsing. Look at you, glowing with potential. Don't fight, poor fool. Don't throw your life away. We can still make something of it, you and I. Even taking you at your word, I'm not interested in getting changed around inside. Not by you. But we can still save each other, from however this fight ends. I see how much you want to believe that. The truth is, this world asked for me. Existence wished me to be, so all things can become what we're meant to become. When all my powers unfurl to bring life to its next plateau, you will be allowed to come along. Then you'll take my hand, and you'll tell me I was right. But now, it's time to smear out the stumble-winged moth whose meddling has turned you from me. No, it's not him. Ekthys, you're unquestionably wonderful. As I'm going to be honest with you, as soon as I saw this much text, I was like, you remember we're in the middle of a fight, right? Ekthys, you're unquestionably wonderful. I mean, I'm not even anyone who can really tell you that. The heights of power you've reached, the way you've, what is that, transmuted, I guess? Your suffering into this beautiful, awesome form you wear. I admire all of that. But Iluna, the girl whose life was robbed from her, she's still suffering. You've armored her and erased her feelings. But there was a lot in this world she probably loved, or would have grown to. I have no real right to talk, but I think it's true. So why? Why destroy it all? Enough. I hear all you say, and it only makes your human limits more obvious. All of you. Like newborns, your eyes don't recognize the light. Have patience. That revelation, too, I now destine. Really, I'm only here to say this. Let my servants through. Oh, is that really all? You do seem to want that Mothman bad. Well, no. Your bugs aren't getting near him. And neither are you. Well, at least Cherry's doing a good job of selling it. How can you hope to form a wall when you're so soft, so dull and shapeless, like smoke. Alright, is she provoked enough? I sure hope so. So Linvier can... Damn it. Well, I have to shoot the Dweaver, right? I guess not. How much? It has 7 HP, so I can't... Yennefer can't poison it out. Yeah. Alright, we're going to throw Quelling Moss on this guy. And then is she going to follow? Or can I could just shoot at the eggs, I guess? One of the ranged units probably needs to follow. It's very dangerous. You're pinned. You're both dead. And she's at half health. Realistically, it can't be her. That's a shame. Well, Cherry's in range. Sadly, removing stasis is a real action, so it'll be Cherry's whole turn will be move forward and then remove stasis. Well, we can run up here, and I can at least interfuse some rocks or something. Yeah, there we go. That's a pretty good one. All right, now Galadglin can't leap this turn. So we're going to remove the Mindworm and just hope. Maybe I should have attacked, but like I probably should have attacked. All right, so how do we want to manage all of this nonsense? We can press forward to throw poison. It looks like Galadglin's going to be able to reach without any help. Cherry's got to be tough enough to just deal. We can have Linvier. All right. We can have Linvier set up an ambush. Just create a no-go zone as best she can. Linvier steps up with her. We keep the wall bonus. Throw a vial of poison as far as it'll go. Not that far, it turns out. And then do kind of the same thing with you. Interesting. She has a much weaker arm. Alright, so we hope the enemies are... Nope, never mind. I was going to say, so focused on approaching the Mothman that they don't actually do much attacking, but looks like we're not so lucky. And you know, it says damage Exis to force her into the tower, but it's going to make us go through her entire health pool, I bet. Oh, cool. Galadglin's dead. All right, well... Yeah, I guess blind everyone... This is the final battle, right? This is kind of an appropriate time to die. Deep in his ribs, a wild flame surges. It will explode if he lets it. So it is going to blind Cherry. Pain, regret, they fuel the fire within him, burning fast. And then they're gone, burnt away to ash. Wreathed with light, in his last moments, he knows only warmth. This is a really frustratingly designed encounter. I'm pretty sure we're not going to get it. And so I'm already thinking about what we have to do to make it work next time. And I'm especially sure we're not going to get it because all of the objects near Ekthys are already interfused. So I can't have Cherry use them as weapons. Yep, everything even kind of close to her. Cool. Yep, no, I know. There's an infinite number of enemies in all directions. I got it. I guess just remove my mind worm? If I was one space closer, I'd just hit her with my hammer, but... Yeah, there's not actually a play for anyone here. Sonetta has to fall back as much as possible, as does everybody else. If we can get him in the doorway, maybe we can get a little something going. And yeah, depending on exactly what the meaning of damage Ekthys to force her into the tower is, this may be actually impossible. At this point, the way it has developed. If all we have to do is deal some damage to her to get her running forward, then it is at least possible that Cherry can start the process. But I would be very, I think it'd be very unlikely that we would survive long enough for her to get inside, even in that, like, best case scenario. So how would we do this next time? We cannot realistically push out and fight them. I guess what we have to do is, like, around turn 3 or 4, one of the rogues can silk step out. And we could try to put someone in position to attack her, but if her health actually has to go all the way down, she's way too tough for one person to bring down. Alright, is there a skip button? No, space lets me zoom to Cherry for some reason. Okay, yep. Alright, if I step forward 1, I do get another interfuse. Yep. And then I just have to hit really hard here. Big hammer strike. She has 13 stacks of irritated, and Lord only knows what that means. So... Thunderstomp? Okay, got one of them. I mean, I can back up first, right? Or not. There we go. Game is very weird about letting me unselect abilities sometimes. Fire Chicken's not worth doing. He has 2 warding. Okay, cool, dope, excellent. Well, my plan was gonna be to step around him and get a high value spear strike, but now that he has no damage on him, I don't think it's even possible for us to kill him. It's probably still right, but like now we are extremely reliant on like a pair of stunts or something for this to work. Because we need the bonus damage to go through the armor and everything. Yeah, okay. And Yanfyr can't really do anything. She just needs to run inside. If she reveals, she dies instantly. Alright, so let's see how 13 stacks of irritated works. Let's see what that actually means in combat. Is that enough to get Ekthys to move, or... Sadly, it might be another 4 or 5 full minutes before we know. shows this? That just shows the monster and card view. Yeah. Their game engine is not designed for an encounter with this number of creatures in it. It's like very tedious to let this play out. So they're spawning like 3 enemies a turn for most of the period right after Ecthys after Ecthys spawns. We get 3 new cards per turn, which can be as many as 12 creatures, right? If it's all thrusts. Okay, so Cherry's dead because she's poisoned. Oh, she's dead for other reasons too. Cherry dies. Deal 10 damage. Set your jaw. Raise your mace. It said 10 damage. I wonder what the modifiers are on that. And it did not force... Okay, she didn't move at all. Like, literally nothing happened. So whatever Irritated does... Well, what Irritated does is nothing. In order to move her, we're probably going to have to actually get through her health. That's certainly going to be a challenge. I mean, we can just go ahead and scoop out here. There's no possible way of succeeding at this point. So that's going to be it for us for today. When you come back next time tomorrow, we're going to have to figure out how to deal with... It does seem like the spawning has stopped. Maybe the play is we just hide inside until we wear through all of these enemies, but I'm worried that the spawning has only stopped because we have stopped killing things, and that there's like a number that it's trying to keep the monsters at. But it's going to if that's true and it infinitely refills the battlefield, then there's simply no way to do this, I'm afraid. I can't imagine how you would... Well, we'll keep trying. When you come back next time tomorrow, we're gonna try to put together a solution to this problem. And maybe I'll do some editing around the extremely long monster turns. I don't know. We'll see. And we'll see you then.